All right, so this is I think this was just posted in r/Walt Disney World. And it's titled Not Tipping at Disney World / Orlando Resort Restaurants.
Oh, all right. Interesting. Disclaimer. You Disney fucks. I used to work at Disney.
We're Disney haters. Hashtag
Yeah.
Disney haters. And not just Disney adult haters. All Disney haters.
All Disney. All Disney.
It's not all hashtag not all Disney. Strike through it. If we had
Hashtag all Disney.
hashtag all Disney.
No, so okay, it's someone who used to work at Disney in an untipped position, but I think I still have a right to complain about this person. I currently work in a position where I need tips, so I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay. Hi all, I am a Brit going to Disney World, Florida shortly.
Of course, it's a Brit. Of course. Listen, good on the Brits for, not having a system of tipping and actually paying people.
They do come here a lot.
But they do come here a lot.
Specifically Orlando to go to Disney World.
Yeah. So, all right, off to a good start.
Off to a great start. I am a Brit going to Disney World, Florida shortly. We will not be tipping at any restaurants as I calculated that the servers earn more than most of our jobs over here if they're constantly getting 20% tips from each table.
That is a very generous.
Yeah, you're assuming that they get tips ever.
Yeah. That's a little ridiculous.
That's pretty crazy.
That's a wild thing to assume. All right, let's go. Let's fucking go then. Yeah.
They probably earn more than me. We are planning on saying we will make a cash tip and then just quickly vacating. Will this work?
No, it's not going to work. Are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, okay, you could, but it's not like the waiter is going to ask you to tip.
Yeah, there's not. That would be. Yeah, I don't think
that's in our weird, confusing tipping culture. That is considered rude.
Yeah, it is a shitty thing to do.
For the waiter to ask to be fairly compensated.
Yeah, it's weird. It is weird. Yeah, it's a bad culture, but it's what we have.
Yeah, because they earn like $3 an hour.
Yeah, you deciding not to tip isn't like you're not like fighting the man.
No, you're fighting the person in front of you.
Just because you think everyone else tipped, ridiculous to think that other people tipped 20%.
That's not how it works at all, baby. Yeah.
Some people just write down like $3.
Yeah.
Jesus, are you fucking kidding? That's ridiculous, dude.
Oh, okay. I do want to ask because, imagine that you're at like a coffee shop. And like Stardust or something near here. If you were at a coffee shop and the bill that you had was like $8, how much would you tip?
Like $2 or $3. I mean, that's the thing is that's a coffee shop. I feel like if you're at a restaurant, you get a $40 meal and then you tip $2.
Yeah, that sucks.
That sucks. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I get that. I understand that. I usually always tip 20%, but then sometimes people get mad at me if I have a really low bill and I only tip like $1.50 because then they go, that's not a tip. That's nothing.
Well, the difference between, so like I feel like at a coffee shop where tipping is available, right?
Yeah.
And like is there, I think the throughput of there's more people even if the money's less. So I am making the assumption that most people tip, and I think most people do tip from what I've seen on my end.
Oh, okay.
So I do know that most people will tip for the most part, right? And I know that I tip, right? Yeah. But when you have like a low throughput, and like restaurants are low throughput, but they have high cash, so there's more tips. The percentage is about the same, but like the bills are higher,
Yeah.
And then if the percentage is the same,
I just want to do the right thing. I don't know. But is tipping 20% always the right thing?
I think the minimum is 15%. And I think anything above that is better, I think like if you if you decide to tip double whatever your amount is, that's cool. But like, I don't know. I don't think that's like, I think that would be like kind of a crazy thing,
Yeah. Always have to tip at least $5 or something.
Yeah, like a $5 minimum, especially if your interaction is only like 3 minutes.
Yeah, like not very serviceable, which I don't expect also from a I think it's okay for a coffee shop person to be like rude, but then when there's tipping involved, it's like,
yeah, I mean, yeah. And
I feel a little gotten away from, but that could just be like my shitty interpretation,
Yeah, I don't know, but I think it's weird to assume everyone does it because that's fucking laughable.
I assume no one does it,
and I think that's a better way to look at it, is like no one does it. But I think like. The biggest problem is that there is a tipping culture.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, like, fuck, we work for tips. Like,
yeah, true.
Like
literally,
doing this podcast. Yeah. And I think like, what is it?
I don't get irritated when we don't get tips because I would just be irritated every second of the day.
Yeah. Like, no one tipped me
today.
But no, like it's, I don't know. But the difference here is like we do make a product and we do make money off of it without the tips.
And we're not like customer facing where like not a lot of our listeners or people that comment are really that shitty.
Yeah,
So it doesn't make our job like harder. We don't have hard jobs.
No, of course not.
This is not a hard job to do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah. I don't know. It's completely different, I think, in food service.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, comments. I somehow doubt a waiter in Disney is making more than OP who can afford to take their family on an international trip to Disney World.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they want a medal for their crappy opinion? I live 2 hours away from Disney World. I can't even afford the trip anymore. Dude is complaining about traveling overseas and paying for such a trip. Quick service is a thing there, much cheaper than sit-down restaurants.
Yeah. So, like, at that point, just don't go to a fucking restaurant then. And don't go to a bar either.
Right. If you're just not going to tip. Yeah. Usually, if you can't afford a tip, you can't afford the food.
That's
can't
true.
afford the service.
Yeah.
Copied verbatim on OP's comments. On careful reconsideration, because the original got removed, obviously. On careful reconsideration, I have decided that we will tip a flat 15%, but only if the server is friendly. Most servers in the UK act like they don't want to be there, so I have a bad impression of them. Sounds like there's a bigger problem at hand. Sounds like you're a terrible customer.
Yeah, I feel like
if every single waiter that you meet is mean to you,
you're doing something.
Something that you're doing is rude, right?
I feel like unless there is something over there that's not over here, because like I don't think it's even like that much of a mixed bag. I feel like most waiters and waitresses I've had are fine.
Yeah, they're
decent.
They're
yeah. And they're also just doing their jobs. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So I have another comment.
Yeah.
No, they don't. I'm in the UK and they only act like that when assholes like OP is there. Also, I hate the tipping culture and I think it's disgusting. Workers only have to rely on tips because the pay is shit and isn't enough to live on. That said, whenever I go to America, I always tip 20% plus because it's not the workers' fault.
Yeah.
The pay problems in America need to be fixed, but never will because the companies are making more profit this way.
Exactly, yeah. They make you pay their wages, basically. Like, here's the thing. I think it would be cool. I think tipping should still exist, but also they should be getting paid $15 an hour or something.
Like minimum wage, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's, I think...
Yeah, whatever the pay is, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be minimum wage.
Only $7, that's all you get.
Only $7, yeah.
But no, I think, yeah, I don't think we should live in a world where it's one or the other. I think both is fine, especially if, like, if you wanted to become a waiter and like you decide like, oh, I'm going to be as nice as I can be. And, like.
Or like, what if you don't get customers in?
That's the thing. Yeah. If you don't have customers, you're fucked.
You're still working.
And you're still working. You should still get paid for maintaining the restaurant, or bar or, whatever the fuck it is.
Everybody should be paid a livable wage, man.
Yeah. And I think tipping should be like an extra not fee, but like an option for you.
Yeah, if they go above and beyond, they get a tip.
Yeah, exactly. But like shit.
Translation: after a dozen people, including a couple of fellow Brits, called me an asshole, I have slightly reconsidered my stance. But those bitch waiters better be nice to me.
Those fucking asshole waiters better be nice. I don't know, man. Just treat your service people nice. I don't know, like shit.
I'm so confused. I mean, I know that like people from other cultures come to America and they see the tipping culture and they're like, I really don't understand it. And it is confusing.
It is confusing, yeah.
So I'm not like, but
I will say it's a little weird too sometimes because I know there's places that have like I understand like guarantee gratuity for like tables of 6+.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm fine with that. Yeah,
put and then a tip on top of that though.
But then they force you like they don't make it clear that there is that, so then they still put the line down. Yeah. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, make your money. But
but get your bag, sis.
But like I do feel like that is a little not predatory, but like shitty.
Oh, yeah, a little
to
bit,
like make it confusing, you know.
Usually those tables are like $300, but then also, the waitress is doing a lot more
work. So
the waiter or waitress,
So it should be like a little bit like get paid more if you're doing more of that work. So I don't know. Yeah, fucking damn.
I don't know. I just thought that was a funny one.
Yeah, God, I think everyone at Disney should be tipped.
High key. If you have to
work at Disney,
you're forced to smile.
Yeah, if you're forced to smile, you should
get money.
You should have a fucking little pouch on you somewhere.
Random money all day.
Yeah, I think if you're like you should have like a little like pouch pocket right here that just says tips accepted. Yeah,
tips please, and people just reach
on top of the $15 that Disney should be paying people.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's a good thing.
A-okay.
Yeah.